I was recently sent a link to a Facebook Marketplace sale for this interesting looking package by a friend. There was one photo, this box, and I saw the familiar Nokia 6150 and 6110 mobile phones and what appeared to be some sort of base station. It was 20 minutes away and £12, so after messaging the seller, I arranged to pick it up the following day. What on earth have I found? This was a package of Nokia cordless phones. Nokia don't do cordless phones, and a quick Google search revealed nothing. I looked at the grainy photo on Facebook and saw transmit and receive frequencies of 275 and 475 MHz. This told me they were foreign and not made for the UK market, or any market that I could think of, because 275 MHz is within the military airband. As for 475 MHz, well, around the time these would have been produced, 2002, there was all sorts of bits and pieces going on here, and I'm sure cordless phone signals wouldn't have been appreciated. I was dubious of these frequencies and really the whole package. Was it some sort of prototype, a sales demo, a fake? It was time to go and pick it up. The nice lady who answered the door was of Middle Eastern origin, which is relevant. I got the box home, and when I opened it, a receipt fell out. We can see this package was bought from Fares Al Sharq in Dubai on October the 19th, 2002, and this is the first red flag. The buyer paid 210 dirhams for this package. That's around £45 today. Back in 2002, that's still only £77. The Nokia 6150 was released in 1998 and cost £99.99, or £179 by today's standards. You certainly wouldn't get two new with a base station even by 2002 for what was £45. The box advertises some of the features of this set, but with no serial numbers, labels, barcodes or anything else. It says the two handsets can talk to each other. They have a 150 km range within a town, which I'm guessing this should be 1.5 km, and an optional car antenna. I'll show you the antenna soon, and it's not a car antenna by any stretch. There's some nice Nokia style branding on the front, which features a young girl operating a portable car phone. Opening up the package revealed good news and bad news. Everything was in excellent cosmetic condition. There was a base station, an antenna in a separate box, two handhelds, 4 batteries, 2 earpieces, 2 leather protective cases, 2 cigarette power leads, and 2 charger bases. Unfortunately, the batteries, although unused, were in a sorry state. 2 were in plastic bags, all showing signs of leakage, and 2 were on the handsets, where they'd been slowly leaking for 20 years. The base station is branded as 6150 with no other identifying features or labels. It has a plastic window with 5 LEDs behind and text which is hard to make out. It says cordless phone and there's LED indicators for power, call and intercom. There's a microphone, 2 call buttons for each handset and a blank button in between that does nothing, and an on-off and volume control. On the back is an AC power cable as well as a 12-volt input, a rather dodgy looking phone line jack with a cable, and an SO239 antenna socket for the external antenna. The handsets are really interesting. They look like Nokia 6150 mobile phones, but closer inspection clearly shows that they're counterfeit. They have an on and off button, directional and menu buttons, and a numerical keypad. It has a fake IR panel, fake volume buttons, an earpiece and power cable jack, and a telescopic antenna. Inside is more counterfeit branding and 2 battery contacts that are in the wrong place. The original 6150 and 6110 battery contacts weren't in this position. I'll come back to these handsets shortly after we look at the antenna. This is some sort of discone with 3 elements at the top and 3 ground radials around the bottom. It appears to have a loading coil, but I can't be certain, and would have been designed to go on the roof of a building to provide the advertised long-range coverage, around 1.5 kilometers, for the phones. I did put it together, but it's raining outside where I wanted to film, so I've knocked up this diagram to demonstrate how big the antenna actually is, and it doesn't appear well made either. So the bit you've all been waiting for, frequencies and testing. Well, we can't test these as phones for two reasons. The first thing being they're illegal on their advertised frequencies, and I'm dubious of those. I don't think they're really on these frequencies, so I don't want to power them up without knowing where they are. I powered the base station into a dummy load, which revealed the output frequency to be on 146 MHz. The handsets were a bit trickier. They have a telescopic aerial, so careful removal and the addition of an RF connector on the board allowed me to hook the handset up to a dummy load, which revealed a frequency output of 115.350. Now, this is really bad. These phones transmit within the TACAN, VOR and DME ident portion of the civil airband, so they're a really big no-no. As for power outputs, I couldn't test the output of the base and the handsets. I'd hazard a guess at anywhere between 5 and 20 watts for the base station and probably 1 or 2 watts for the handset, but anything is enough to potentially cause harmful interference due to the frequencies these work on. For this reason, I can't demo these phones as it would be dangerous and illegal. I can confirm, however, they do transmit FM signals. The other reason is I think testing these on dummy loads on the decaying batteries, which I just about managed to get some power into, caused more internal damage to the already fragile handsets, as now they don't move past this screen, unfortunately. It's probably just as well. So for now it'll remain a Ringway Manchester Museum piece, packed away in its box as probably the most dangerous mobile phone Nokia never made. On a side note, a set like this on eBay from Jordan will set you back around $389 or £310. And finally, when I saw these, I thought there was some sort of 6150 spin-off, a nice variant from the standard mobile phone, but of course I was wrong. If you want to see a really nice Nokia that really isn't just a mobile phone, it's a Tetra handset, then check out my video on Dolphin Tetra in the description below and at the end.